Now that you have completed the software development using Visual Studio, it's time to deploy your application into the real world. So for that, we have to create an installation package. So in this small tutorial, I will teach you how to create a small installation package for your application. This will be the application we'll be packaging. We'll make it into a package that you can install on your system and you can distribute it to other people through the internet. So this is the setup file for our program. This is the program. This actually creates a simple database viewer. I will run it right now. So it will display some data. It's not a production quality application. This is something I developed for our SQLite WinForms tutorial. So we'll create this into a setup file. So this is the setup file corresponding to the application that I have shown you. Now you can double click on the setup.exe. So it's initializing right now. Now you'll get an application installed security warning. Because we are not installing any security certificate to authenticate that I am the guy who is sending you the exe file. So we can see that the publisher is unknown publisher. So since I know that this is my own program, I can install it. So I'll press the install button and this will install it. The code is installed in our PC. Now you can go to start and you can see in the recently added section the SQLite connection. So you can click it that and then you can use this to select a database. So this is how it works. Now you can also uninstall from the system. You can right click on this one and go to uninstall. Now we are inside the control panel. So you can go to SQLite connection. This is here. Version is 1. So I can uninstall from here. So you can remove the application, press OK, and the application is removed from the system. Now I will teach you how to create an installer that I have just shown you. So for that, we will be using the Visual Studio Community Edition. So this is the program that we will be using. This is just a tutorial program that I have created. I will give you the link in the description so that you can also check it out. For this one, you have to go to the build option, that is this one. And from there, you have to get the publish, this one. This is the command that will create the exe file. So I'll click on publish. Now your publish may be slightly different from my publish. So if you're seeing something like this, you can click on the new profile. And then this window will pop up. Now, usually if you're doing it for the first time, this will be the first window that will pop up. And if you are not seeing this window, you can always go to new profile. And from there, you can click it. So there are a lot of options. We have the Azure, the ClickOnce, Docker, and folder. So for desktop publication, you only need to use that ClickOnce or the folder one. So I'll use the ClickOnce ones. So I'll press the next. So here we have to provide the directory to which your data will be published. That is, this is where the setup file will be located. So here it is been published. So you can see this is the publish folder and this is completely empty. Now I press next. So for the install location, you can go for the from CD, DVD or USB drive, this one. Press next. So you can provide the version number. So here it is the 1.000 version. Then next, sign manifest. This is if you have any cryptographic manifest, you can use it. I don't have it, so I'll go for the next one. So this is the configuration and it will tell you what sort of a application you're going to create. So here I'll be using the Net 8.0, that is the .NET version. that I have already selected while creating this project. So I can change that one. So if you want a different one, you can have to create a new project. Then it's the release one. So we'll be using the release any CPU and the deployment mode. There are two deployment mode. One is called as the framework dependent deployment mode. Other one is called as the self-contained deployment mode. Now the framework dependent is the default version. This means that the application, that is my database viewer, will only have the its required libraries, that is the dependencies that I have installed and the code. It won't be having any other extra .NET runtime or something like that. So the size of this one will be quite small. I mean, the drawback is that you have to make sure that you have the correct .NET runtime installed on your system. So here it is Net 8.0, and you can also select the target runtime. So I'll be going for the portable runtime. You can also go for Win x86, that is the 32-bit version, and the Win64. So I'll go for the portable, that will contain all the runtimes. Now you can press finish. Now we have not published the code right now. You have to press this particular button, publish. You can check all the requirements here, and you can press publish. When you're doing this, make sure that you have an internet connection. Otherwise, the dependencies will not be downloaded correctly. I actually have that system.data.SQLite dependency that will be downloaded. You can see the whole thing happening inside the output window. You can see that the publish succeeded. So you can go inside the folder, pin publish, and you can see that your application file setup.exe is there. If you double click on this one, it will install the software inside your computer. Now all the required application files are inside this particular folder. You can see the DLL files. This is the one, and the runtimes. So we have runtimes for all the platforms. Now I'll show you the size of this particular application. So the application is around 9.88 MB. That is because it's a framework dependent application. So it's not including a .NET runtime with it. So next I will tell you how to create a self-contained application. So same, click once. I'm going to change the folder. We'll call it self-contained. So in the configuration, you can create a self-contained version. So you can go here, you can go for self-contained. So for that, we will have an option for something called as produce a single file and enable ready to run compilation. Now, if you click the produce single file, a lot of the files will be combined together to create a single file. So it won't be a single file, there will be 3 or 4 files compared to 20 or 30. That is how it works. And you can also select the runtime. So you have to be specific about the runtime. You have to use the Win x86 or Win x64. So I'll go for the 64-bit version. I will leave this thing separate because I want to show you something. Now this will have the .NET runtime along with the application files also. I'll publish it. Now the publish is complete. You can go inside this particular folder. So it looks similar, but I will show you the size right now. The size is around 163 megabytes. So that's the size because the runtime is also included inside this one. And since we have not used a single file, I can show you that the number of files inside this thing will be a lot. See, all the runtime required is there. So this is what a self-contained system looks like. So there is no need to install the .NET runtime. Now, if you use the single file option, most of these files will be combined together to create 3 or 4 files. I'll show that now. I'm going to create a single file self-contained system. Here I'm going to create a self-contained single file system. So we'll store that in this particular location. So here self-contained and WinX64 publish options, produce single file and press finish. So we'll create the single file right now. Now the publish is completed. So you can see that inside the application files, we have significantly reduced the number of DLL files and other files. So that is what a single file application means. So the size will be same actually. There won't be any difference. The size is still 157 MB. Small difference is there, but so you will see a lot of large files in this one. So you have 150 MB files, this one. So something like this. On the other hand, the framework dependent is only 9.88. So this is how you create the installer packages. Now this is another way to package your application file. So here we are just sending the exe file along with the DLL files. There is no setup file. So this can run directly from the disk without installing into the system. So I can just click on the exe file here and you can do. So this is running from the disk directly without installing into the computer. So for this option, you have to use the folder option. So you'll get the new profile. And this you have to use the folder option. So you can create application that I have just shown to you. Click on folder. So I'll go for bin publish itself. You have to change the folder location here. I will call it folder exe. So you can check the target location from here. The target runtime is portable. And you can also create framework dependent or self-contained. So I'll create the framework dependent version first. So we have the similar this one. You can also create a self-contained version, but that will be really big. So from here, if I want self-contained, here it will be creating into the same folder also. Data will be overwritten. So I'm just doing for demonstration only. So that data will be lost. You can find the exe file and the rest of the application files here. So the number of files are actually relatively low because we have used the single file option. Size will be similar, 155 MB. So these are the different methods for creating finding exe files using Visual Studio 2022 Community Edition. So if there is any doubt, do let me know. You can comment it in the comment section. If you like my video, do like and subscribe. Thank you.